So guys, welcome back to another episode with myself and Elliot. We're going to be going over Trade of the Week, where we get our traders at Samuel & Co Trading and from our community to send us in their trades of the week. And then we basically rank them on which ones are interesting, how they're doing on their profits. And we've got some of those to show you today. So yeah, don't forget to thumbs up, comment and subscribe if you enjoy this content.
Cool. Let's get going. This week we're starting on gold again. So last week we brought you a lovely gold trade short through the 1855 level all the way back down to 1800. We've got another trader who's actually caught both sides. So they caught the original short, and they also took, well, last week's trader took $2,000. This one took $2,200. So they eked a bit more out of it, but pretty much identical trade. And then they've actually taken the rebound that we've seen this week for another $1,000. So overall, in the last 10 days, they're up over $3,000 on the account. So yeah, two great trades. The first one, obviously, we saw last week, the short through that level. They got out around pretty much spot on 1800. We then saw a bit of consolidation around that level for the next few days until earlier this week, where it then dropped back through that 1800 level all the way down to 1770. We then again saw a couple of bounces off that level. The trader actually took a long pretty much off that bottom level, and he rode that back up to 1800.
Yeah, imagine if they held that out. He could have matched his similar trade on the previous one. Yeah,
exactly about to say. So yeah, now gold's trading back up at 1840. So it would have been another 400 pips. So it would have been a good, really good trade. However, they took it for the 300 pips. Decent move. Got another £1,000 or $1,000 out of it. So overall up $3,000.
Yeah, that's not bad, and that's roughly over a week's trading, just taking those two positions there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, around 10 days. So yeah, great.
What a return!
Yeah.
Cracking trades there. Who was that?
So the one we saw originally was Andre that we talked about. He's a cracking trader, and then this one is Irfan. So two different traders, similar trade, and then Irfan obviously.
Irfan was talking to actually on Instagram. He thought the trade last week was actually his, so that's how familiar
they were
are.
Really similar. Obviously, just slightly. Irfan actually got like another $200. Yeah, but literally identical trades. Pretty much got out at the same level, got in at the same level.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously he took the buy on the way back up.
Yeah, he's been training for us for some time now, and I was having a chat, and he's just saying he's really enjoying it and likes trading gold at the moment. So yeah, awesome news.
He's got his wish and he's on Trade of the Week. So
yeah, well done, Irfan.
Right, on to the next one. So the next trade we've got is on cable. This is another lovely trade for $570. So here we've got the chart up for cable over the past week. As we all know, it's been in a nice uptrend with decent pullbacks, and we've got TradeMate here on the chart calling some great entries throughout the week again. The trader here took a similar entry to one that TradeMate called. However, they got in just before the sort of entry signal you can see down here on the hourly chart of cable. The trader then took it back up to this previous high, which is R1. I mean, arguably closed prematurely. There's no real sort of... Obviously, it's off that resistance level, but as you can see, on the hourly, it just sort of smashed right through it, and, it's carried on rising ever since. So, but still, $570, over 2%, pretty good trade.
Yeah. I think that's, and I'm really happy with that actually, because it was like 2 weeks ago we decided that we would stop shorting into pound US dollar spikes, and ever since we kind of made that call on our weekly forecast video, we've just seen pound being relentless move into the upside, especially this week as well. That's just gone through. We've seen that be moving really nicely to the upside.
Since it broke this level, this previous high, it's just carried on going, hasn't it? And this level here that he actually took the trade off, it has just been respecting that level, bouncing off it, and just slowly making its way higher, and then coming back down to that level. So
yeah,
pretty good.
Great trade. And I suppose also the great thing about this as well is where this trader has entered into the position. A couple of bars later, they got confirmation that TradeMate is now going long as well, which adds a little bit more of a confidence factor to holding that position for the longer term as well.
$570, just under a day, just under a 24-hour trade. Good going.
Yeah, nice trade. Trading with the trend. Awesome move. Great cyclical pullback. Perfect. On to the next one.
So the final trade we've got today is on pound yen. This trade has taken quite a few trades on pound yen over the week. Overall up around $500, just under. So pretty good week. They've had 4 trades in total, 3 wins, 1 loss. 2 of the trades are pretty much, they are identical trade, and that's the main one we've got here. You can see they've gone in twice on two 0.25 trades. And I mean, that exit is
it's pretty bang on right at the highs, right?
banging exit. And here you can see one of the Samyonko trading indicators called cluster. As you can see on the chart here, these blue bubbles here represent potential long entries on the chart. And as you can see, it's been calling some pretty decent entries throughout the week on pound yen.
Yeah, been lining up quite nicely there on those sell-offs, saying exactly where they think the market's. So these little dots to give you a little bit more of an idea about what cluster's doing here. The small dots there are saying that there's potential interest to go long, and then when you get that big cluster dot there, the big ones that you can see, that is what we call the confirmed entry. And actually, the trader's entry is just a little bit before that, isn't it?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, but again, took a great trade. And if you look at the indicator down at the bottom, which is part of cluster 2.0. You can see the different colours between red and green. Red is phase 1 selling to phase 2 buying, and then you can see when it changes. And he's pretty much hit that bang on from where it's switched over and turned red, to be fair. And the black dots is where it shows indecision. So it's a tool that the traders use at Samyonko Trading to help with their entries and exits. So it means they don't have to monitor so many charts all at the same time, because they get nice pop-up notifications and mobile notifications when they are setting up, which is nice.
Yeah, so like you say, he took obviously this one here, arguably got in a bit early. However, decent trade, great exit. The next buy he then took was here again. So you can see clusters formed.
Yeah,
you can see as it's starting to sell off here, continue to sell off. You can see, like Sam mentioned, these smaller bubbles. However, the confirmed entry is not until down here. Obviously, the traders use this with other technical analysis in the markets. However, the traders then gone along here and they've closed out. Again, arguably a bit early.
Yeah,
however,
definitely.
It looks like it started to stall. However, you can see the momentum all the way, took it back to these previous highs up here, which again would have been another similar to move that he had before.
Yeah.
However, he just got out a bit prematurely. He then actually took a trade against the trend and tried to sell the market towards the end of the chart. We can see here, and got stopped out. As the up.
I'd say that's
trend.
a bad trade there.
That
last one. I mean, the last two where the cluster entries are, I would say they're pretty awesome. I mean, that one there, the last one, is bouncing off of the previous swing low anyway, which is off the UK pivot point. So we got that entry there, and then the next day it bounced off the same sort of swing low, and then carries on rallying. So you can see quite a clear level through that if you were to draw your sort of support and resistance level through there. But again, overall great trade, shows you there that you can. As long as your reward is more than your risk, you're going to end up doing well. He obviously limited his losses there to only $70 on that position, whereas the others was a $75 win and a couple of $200 wins. So fantastic to see.
Yeah, it's the old saying, isn't it? Let your winners run and cut your losses short. And he's done that well. He can see that clearly the uptrend has continued, and he's cut it out. I mean, he could have got out here, but he wanted it to run a bit longer and cut out. So yeah. A $70 loss, and then he's got two $200 wins and a $75 win. So,
very good return. Who is this that's trading?
This trader's Joe. He's been with us for quite a long time.
I know Joe. Yeah, he pops on the trade floor.
Yeah, he used to come in on the trade floor, obviously when it was open. Hopefully he comes back when we reopen. Yeah,
I've got some exciting news to talk about that as well on the trade floor when it reopens.
Cool, so that's trade of the week for you guys. I'll let Sam do the outro. I don't know what I'm doing it.
Elliot, over to you on the outro. Well, go on, what's the outro?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Send
us your trades.
So what does that total put us up over these three traders?
Just over 4,000.
Yeah. 3 traders again that we're focused on in trade of the week, and that's over $4,000 in profit again. It's nice to see that the traders are utilising some of the most volatile movement in the instruments at the moment, such as pound, with the movement we're seeing going up to the highs, and obviously gold been very choppy. It's nice to see the traders taking advantage of both of these volatile moves. Let's see what we have in store in next week's trade of the week. Guys, don't forget to thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you on Sunday for our weekly forecast video.